What's going on, everybody? It's Joel here, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Hyperwear HyperRuck. So, just to preface this review, I am not a huge rucker. I probably only take out my ruck a few times a year. Usually when it gets a little bit warmer, I'll take it on walks and stuff. But the main time that I use it is during the workout Chad. So that, if you don't know, is 1,000 box step-ups for time with a rucksack with 45 pounds in the rucksack. So I've done the workout a few times, and I've always used a GoRuck bag. I don't have any experience with anything else until today, but I think, usually if you're looking at this review, you're looking at other reviews, the standard that you're trying to compare against is going to be GoRuck. So I have the Rucker 25 liter, and then I have the GR2, and I've done Chad with both of them. Maybe this year I'll do it with the Hyperwear, but it's a little bit early. But I can at least give you my opinions on what I think about this brand new rucksack from Hyperwear. So first off, let's talk about what they had designed this for. So it's not just designed to be a rucksack. It's designed to be something that you can use like every day. You can use it as a travel bag, and it also has the functionality to use as a rucksack. So with that in mind, they made it a more streamlined, more almost, I want to say, kind of professional looking backpack. I'm not a huge fan of the logos all over it. I think they could have just had the Hyperwear logo on it, which is a removable patch. So with that in mind, it's probably not that big a deal. If you wanted to just go a little bit more minimal, you just take off that patch, add on all your patches, because all of this bottom panel is all hook and loop. And then this is also a pouch so that you can store stuff. You probably don't want to store, valuable stuff in there because someone could just reach in there and take it. But that is also storage. And then on the front, you also have this zippered storage, which is a full flat zippered storage, so that you can store a pretty good amount of stuff in there. It expands a decent amount. So you could probably put, like tape, grips, jump ropes, like if you're using this as a gym bag. We've got handles on both sides of the bag. So on this side we have handles so that you can use it like so. And then on the side there, you do have compression straps to just make the backpack a little bit more streamlined. And then on the other side, you have, I guess, vertical handles. The other side, you have horizontal handles. I mean, it just kind of depends on the way that you're looking at the bag, which has more buckles on the side. And then at the very top of the bag, you also have another grab handle that you can use this bag for as like a bug out bag. You have another clip here to cinch the bag in. Once again, make it a more streamlined bag. And then at the very bottom of the bag too, you also have another grab handle. And on the back side of that, you have some drainage holes. If you were to get the bag wet, you went outside and it was a rainy day, or you got it drenched, you dropped it in a lake or something, it'd be able to drain out using those holes. So the back panel is padded and it's ventilated, and then this back panel also opens up for a laptop storage, or you can store another weight plate back here if you wanted to, or you could also hook your hydration bladder into here. And then on top of the shoulder straps, there are reflective panels that you can also clip things through. And then you also have these D-rings that you can run your hydration, I guess like a straw or tube through, so that you can drink out of it a little bit easier. You have a sternum strap right here. I thought the sternum strap was a little weird to adjust. Like I couldn't get it super tight because of the HyperRuck logo being stitched on. Now that is like an issue that I had with the bag just in general. Like I feel like sometimes it's hard to get this thing adjusted on, especially with the shoulder straps right here. Because of the way that they're set up, you have to like pull up to adjust them, where you're usually having to like pull down to adjust. And when the bag is on your back, it's just kind of, it's a weird movement to pull up. What I do like though is that you can stow these straps if you wanted to as well. So if you're using this to work out, you can just pop these in the back panel here, get them out of the way, and then you have, once again, a more compact bag to do your like swing exercises with. If you wanted to use this like sandbag style, you can also use it like that as well. And that stores right there. You got your clips right here. Nice, solid, I think Duraflex clips. And then you also have your cummerbund, which is a little bit on the anemic side. It's a little thin, like as far as the padding goes, but it works actually pretty well. It doesn't feel big or bulky, which is like the plus side. It doesn't have a ton of cushioning, but it keeps the bag where it needs to be on your back. And then you can also unclip those if you don't want to use those. Now, the zippers on this bag are YKK zippers all around. The pulls are very smooth, and you can really count on those to last you a long time. Now let's go back to, you know, before we go back, let's talk about the strap construction. So I really like how it's stitched, or how the handles are stitched on this bag, but I feel like they could have done a slightly better job stitching in the actual shoulder straps. I don't think they're gonna fall out anytime soon, but after a lot of use, they could pull out of there. I just think that the construction on something like the Ruck, where it's reinforced to the shoulder strap, is just a little bit more confidence inspiring. So anyways, let's flip it back around and then we'll take a look at the main compartment. This bag is a 20-liter bag. So that is the only configuration that you can get it in. So I have one of the Hyperwear adjustable plates right here. These are the same adjustable plates that you can use in, or that do come with their weight vest. So they are pretty wide, which is why I did not like them in the vest. It's just a really blocky and cumbersome feeling. But when you have it in the bag, they're actually pretty cool because they are adjustable using these little sand pellets. And then because of that, they're also flexible. Taking a look at this front panel here, we've got Trico lined pockets. We got a little clip here if you want to put your keys there. Velcro, and then a couple just normal storage pockets. This one's a zippered pocket. If you want to store your small items in there, you can do that. And then let's flip this guy around. The main compartment has the space, or the compartments for your ruck plates. Big old patch of hook and loop. This compartment is actually padded as well. It's a real light padding, but if you had like something valuable like a laptop or something, or multiple laptops, then you could also count on those staying safe in the divider compartment. So I've got the one on the outside, 1, 2, and then these are all divided up. They're not just, it's not just one big pocket. It's designed to hold multiple plates and keep them all separate. So if you wanted to, you could use just like one massive 45-pound plate, or you can use, you know, a couple 10-pound plates. The choice is up to you. It's very customizable in that regard. And then if you don't want to use any plates at all, you just kind of smash it all back down and it collapses a decent amount, and then you get your interior volume back that way. Let's get this all put back in here. And loading it up is as easy as just sliding the plates back in. I probably slid that one in the wrong way. Should keep the flap on the bottom. So there's one. They fit in here without too much effort. I'm gonna load up my last one. Now, I also wish that the laptop compartment could house the Hyperwear plates and it doesn't because they are too wide. They just don't fit in there. Maybe with a little bit of work you can get them in there, but when I tried, I could not get them in. But on the flip side, you could use any other ruck plate, and they advertise it as you can use this with GoRuck plates. You can use it for Yes for All plates. Pretty much any plate is going to be able to fit in here. One thing that I missed here is that the exterior shell of this bag is 1000D nylon. It's a water-resistant nylon, and it's very durable. All of my 1000D bags have like held up throughout time, and it's just not something that I worry about. And then the general construction of the bag, it feels nice. It's not a cheap feeling bag, and that's something that I was worried about when I was first told about it. Sometimes like some of the cheaper rucksacks are not so well constructed or use pretty poor quality materials, and this is not the case. This is actually a really nice feeling bag. Okay, let's get set up here. And here we go. So, good amount of space for my butt here, which I like. Like I said, the adjustment when it's on your back is really hard to do, which let me try to get it adjusted. You gotta use like 2 hands to do it. There, so now it's riding a little bit higher. It's adjusted a little bit better for me. Straps, pretty comfortable. I would probably tighten this part up a little bit more to pull them in. But yeah, this is how it's fitting on my back. And like I can move with it. It feels really compact on my back, which I like. And then the cushioning is also really nice on this bag as well. It doesn't ever feel like it lacks cushion. Even though it probably has a little bit less cushion than the GoRuck, it's still a very comfortable backpack. So let's take this off and give you a little comparison shot with the GoRuck. Yeah, so one thing I like about the stowable backpack straps is that when you need to get the bag off in a timely fashion, you can just unclip it and get it off. Now, the GoRuck, just throw this on here. Okay, cummerbund's on, back parts are on, straps. I like these little loops so that you can just kind of put your thumb in them, which the HyperRuck does not have. Whenever I wear my backpack, do my rucking stuff, I do hold on to these loops. So that's a nice little thing for me. So here's the GoRuck on my back. So it goes a little bit lower towards my butt. Like it actually kind of rests on the top of my butt in comparison to the HyperRuck. Let's tighten it up a little bit more. Yeah, even when it's tightened up, it still makes contact with the top of my butt cheeks. But I guess if this mattered to you, it feels a little bit more narrow on my back in comparison to the HyperRuck. Okay, so what is the HyperRuck going to cost you? The HyperRuck is on sale right now, but the normal MSRP of this bag is $195, and that's not including any plates. But $195, and you're comparing that to the GoRuck at $255 for the 20 liter. So what are you saving? You're saving a little bit of money, some money that you could put into some ruck plates. And like for ruck plates, you could go either way. Like GoRuck ruck plates are pretty expensive, but you can use Yes for All plates in the GoRuck just fine. If you're using this bag as a just straight up ruck bag, I really like the way that the HyperWear feels on my back because it's just more compact. It just feels like I'm able to move around easier, even when the weight is a little bit heavier. Like I have the HyperWear loaded up to 40 pounds right now, and like the GoRuck is probably closer to like 35 pounds. And the Hyperwear feels a little bit easier to move around in because of how small it is. The construction, I'm gonna give to the GoRuck. The GoRuck is just, it just feels a little bit nicer. But the main reason for that is the strap construction on the GoRuck is just something that I feel like is gonna hold up better over time. But that's not saying, like I said, the HyperRuck feels like a cheap piece of fabric. Now I guess where the biggest difference maker comes is if you wanted to use the bag as more of like a lifestyle bag than just a straight up ruck bag, then I think the Hyperwear is a little bit more functional because it does have the laptop compartment. It's got 3 divider compartments inside the main compartment. It's got that 20 liters, and then it's got more little storage compartments or little storage options than the GoRuck bag. You also do have the option to put patches all over the bag, which I know a lot of people like. I don't think that's should be a selling factor for a backpack, but I know that a lot of people like to have that on their bags to customize. So you do save a little bit of money. The form factor is a bit smaller. The construction is still very good, although not the same as the GoRuck. It gets the job done. You could put any plates in here. And I think overall, the HyperRuck is a good backpack. Is it better than the GoRuck? I'm not so sure, but it is cheaper. It might be better for certain people, depending on who you are and what your frame looks like. And it is a good option to have against the GoRuck. If you wanted to get like an all-in bag for the same price as the GoRuck bag, then I think the Hyperwear is something that you should look into. Like I said, this retails for $195 without the plates. You do have the option to buy it with the adjustable plates, or you can just go on Amazon and buy Yes for All plates, or you can use any GoRuck plates that you already have. So if you guys have any questions about the Hyperwear HyperRuck, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And as always, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.